Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. It has been an absolutely crap spring up here. The last time I got out was that Niagara Falls video that you saw a few weeks ago. It has been windy, it has been rain, it has just been a spring. But fine, and wind. Oh my gosh, lots of wind. I was supposed to be up doing some camping for the first camping trip of the year, but that got canceled due to the weather. But luckily it's a sunny day today and a little bit breezy, so we're going to try something a little different. We're going to try heading out onto a river here, keep us out of the wind, keep us out of getting soaked like we did last time on the Niagara. Luckily I have my good buddy Nigel from Lake Erie Vlogger. No, what are you now?
It's just Lake Erie Vlogger.
Lake Erie Vlogger, you know, the man, the myth, the legend. Anyways guys, we're down here on the Welland River, on the west side of the Welland River. We're going to give it a try, see what it can do. So a little bit of slow exploring, and if we can open it up, we'll open it up. But yeah, just going to give it a try today. Just a nice easy ride, kind of out of the wind, so we got to see what we can do. Anyways, we'll catch you on the water and see where we're going from there. But this is the ramp that we've got here, a bit of a dirt ramp into brown water. So let's see how this goes. All right, let's get this adventure going. Oh, he's vlogging. He's vlogging. Look at him go. All right, we've made it out on the water. There's about 4.5 feet under the keel right now. A nice kind of barn and farm, I guess, right here. Anyway, yeah, so we're out. Hold on, where's the sun? So we're out here on the Welland River, on the west section of the river. So going that way takes you down towards the Welland Canal and Niagara River and Chippewa and all that. And going this way takes you way back inland. Now, I'm not sure how far this way we can go, but we're going to try and go as far up this way as we can before we run into either shallow water, obstructions, or just can't go any further. So Nigel's already taken off on me, so let's get this adventure going. Yeah, bit of a wind, so if there's wind noise, I do apologize, but he's already ahead of us, so let's get going. Well, you're backlit, so it's not gonna...
Yeah, I'll come on the other side again.
Yeah, hold on. This is the part where we all take our thumbnails and are like, oh wait, this is a great shot. Hey, wait a minute here. Hold on, he's gonna go over on the... It's all about the sun angles, guys. You know, you gotta get the sun right and everything. All right, look at him, looking nice. There he goes, he's professional. Hold on. Hold on, let me get close. I gotta get a good close-up.
Profile picture.
There we go, click.
Big smile.
All right, so what we're gonna do is, just because we've never run this, and as you can see, it doesn't exist on the map, I only got depth. We're gonna do center river as our safe bet, and just kind of go slow up it, because we don't know how far it goes and how deep it is. And, you know, out of respect for people's property, you know, we'll slow down where we need to, and open it up where we can. Probably go a bit faster on the way back, so get ready for that. But I already see a bridge, so this might end soon. Anyways, we're gonna keep going that way. I'll check in a bit. All right guys, we're making it up a bit closer to the river here, and we're coming across what looks like probably an old railway crossing with the limestone bricks here. This is going to make Nigel happy, so if you want more information about this, it'll probably be in his video about what this is. I'm just looking at it as something that is cool and beautiful. Look at this. This would have been an old railway. Look at him go, I love it. Explain everything to us. So yeah, a little bit of debris in the water. But look, we've already got some history coming up here. It's got a do not pass sign up there. Yeah, that would suck. I always love checking out under bridges. So I think you can see, I don't know if you can see it on there, but we're not far off the high water mark. Well, it gives us, like I'm in 7 feet of water right now, kind of under here, so So yeah, no, just this is the beauty of being out on the SeaDoos, is finding places to explore like this. Like, I've never been on this part of the river. I don't think Nigel's ever been on this part of the river. And look, it just opens up to that absolutely beautiful kind of view. And again, it's one of those ones where you don't have to just absolutely gun it to have a great time on the water. I mean, we'll probably try and go a bit quicker on the way back, but for now, it's more one, making sure that there's enough water under the keel, and two, just kind of enjoy nature. You can see where the water would probably get up into that field there on high water. So I mean, that'd probably be 2 or 3 more feet. Well, maybe a foot. Goes up about a foot, maybe, it looks. Nice windmill, but we're about to come around a corner into some wind here, so yeah, see how choppy this gets. All right, we're just still making our way up. Just stopped just to check in. Oh, there's like a little waterfall or something over there. What's that? Nigel, go investigate. No, I'm joking. It's probably a sewer runoff. Storm drain runoff, maybe? Pretty good. All right, we're coming up to some open fields, so maybe we'll see if we get a little bit more of a rip in here and see where we go. All right, let's keep going that way. Just coming through a section here with some houses and stuff, so just always as respect, slow down, don't wash out people's property. You want to respect their land and then open it up where it's open. But this little stretch right here, the wind's coming right at us, so you get a bit of a chop on the river, surprisingly. You can see we're still sitting about 3 feet under the keel, dead center of the river. Woo, woo, woo. That wind is coming, eh? Yeah, right? I'm sitting further.
First of June, he's cold.
Yeah. I'm sitting further back on the SeaDoo just so at low speeds the front end is up a bit higher. I don't know if you're going to even hear this audio. This will be a good test for it. Anyways, we're gonna keep going. We're still making our way up the river, which is impressive. Apparently, gotta look at clouds. Woo! Look at that cloud. It looks like a fish. I don't know what it looks like. That's like something out of that. What's the Jordan Peele movie? Nope. Yeah. Nope. Or Up? No. What is it? Nope. Anyway, all right. Let's keep going. Split in the river and no clue which one to take. That looks like probably the main channel, so maybe that way. I think it all just matches back up over there, but let's be safe and take this way, maybe. We'll keep an eye on the water level. Well, from what I can see, oh, there's a, what is that, a vulture? Something. Gotta love all the nature you can see out here. What's he going for? Better fisherman than I am, I bet. Anyways, taking the right hand side of the river was probably better. That stayed at about 3 feet the whole way. Ta-da! Cows! Look at that. I gotta stop him though. That's a bull right there. You do not want to mess with that guy. We're just in this very shallow section. We think this is going to be where we kind of tap out. Only got about just under 2 feet. And all I can see is logs. I don't like the look of this. Let's see what we come up with. I think I'm content to say that this is as far as we got. And start making our way back. It's like a log dam up ahead. Probably from like spring rain and everything. Yep. Okay, well, good enough. Let's call it here and start making our way back to the ramp where we put in. And then we're gonna go the opposite way downriver towards the actual Welland canal and see how far we can get to that and go from there. So let's get back safely through this little minefield and catch you with you in a second. All right, let's go. Interesting little offshoot going there. Obviously too shallow for us to go. I can already see mud and everything, and I wonder where that goes. Oh, the mysteries. And then look at this tree that fell down, probably, well, that's been down for a while, I would say. Yeah. All right, let's punch it. Yeah, I think we still say that, right? Yeah, let's punch it. We'll go with it. Oh, there's a bird. All right, guys. Look at that tree. Holy. Mangled. Looks cool. All right, let's go for a bit. Made it back to that bridge we crossed right as we began the day. And drainage. Always love a good bridge. An old tree growing out of it. All right, so we just made it back to where we put in, and now we're going to go this way towards the Welland Canal. And then this river stops there and kind of does a weird thing where they divert it under the canal. I don't know. I'll explain it maybe when we get there. Anyways, now we're going back east towards the canal. We got swimming here. Little dude. Is it like a mink? What is he? Go, buddy, go! I can't tell what he is. He's not a squirrel. Cool. Alright, well, we're making our way along the river here. And, oh, Nigel says he's cold. Baby. Baby, these Brits. Troublesome, troublesome.
Hey, look me over there.
I know, I don't know where this cloud came from. It's just look at clouds and see what we're doing. Great little run there. Nice little run there. Hey, what we're about to do is, if you can see on the map here, we're actually finally about to come into the recorded river part of this Welland River, so that's kind of fun. So, yeah, we're almost at Real River. The whole way from, pretty much from that ramp coming east along the river here, We've been sitting at about 6 to 7 feet deep center cut of the river. So good. A little bit more debris coming this way weirdly, but that's what you get. So all right, we're gonna keep making our way down towards the actual river. Well, no, we're actually in the river. Where are we going? Probably towards the canal. That's what I want to say. But yeah, it's weird. If you look, cloudy to the east, blue skies to the west, wind is coming from the west-ish. Let's hope we don't get rain. Anyway, let the adventure continue. Rustic. I'm gonna assume that's probably like a boiler. There's an old rusted trailer, some cars and everything. The things you find down by the river. And like, just in case anyone's wondering and stuff, this river is more than 10 meters wide. Honestly, we're running right down the center of the river, and we've got, you're supposed to have 10 meters off the shore. We've definitely got that kind of distance, so that's why we're running at speed. I mean, I know people, oh, you're running in the river and you're going so fast. When it was narrow like that, we went slow. If we saw anyone's property that was exposed, we made sure to go slow through that. It's really windy here, and yeah, but otherwise this river is well able to go at full speed on it just because of the distance. All right, Nigel's here, all bundled up like he's going on an expedition to Antarctica. You know?
Hey,
Hi.
there's still a lot of
yeah.
sticking out of the water. One up there must be that much. The last second is like, whoa.
Yeah, you got kind of
hit that, your hole's gone.
Yeah, you gotta be careful around here. So, all right, buddy, let's keep going.
Yeah.
This cloud is sucking, but what can you do? All right, onward. To what I believe is the canal, but we've come into this little stretch here, one with some houses in it, but the amount of debris that we're seeing, we're going slow just because every couple feet there's stuff like that, which would suck. And it looks like a whole field of it coming up here, like it's insane. Let's stand up so we can see what we're getting into. Huge one over there by Nigel. The dang minefield. Look at the size of this one. That's cut lumber right there. Crazy. Yeah, you don't want to be hitting that. So sometimes it is good just to go slow. All right, we're coming up to a bridge, and then I think that's pretty much the end. Well, I think we might have reached the end of the line here if I look at the map. if you can kind of see up there, that's one of the bridges that lifts the road for the Welland Canal. And the big sign says, yeah, it says, keep out. But will we? Do we? Shall we? I don't know. Well, yeah, that's pretty much the, I think it just ends there and then actually goes underground maybe. But you know, we're gonna go have a quick peeky poo. Hello, bridge troll. Are you in here? What are we at? 10 feet deep.
I'm not keeping out. No.
Oh, there's a patio there. Oh shit, let's look at this. That is a wall. What? No swimming or diving. Well, that makes sense. So if I'm correct, not the pillars, but this concrete behind it is the actual canal. And then the river kind of goes under here and comes out the other side over there. I wonder if I can put the drone up. Huh. Very cool. This probably was an old bridge that they've taken out. Interesting. All right, let's see what we can do. All right, guys, well, kind of cool just to see that from there. So now I think what we're going to do is there's a little restaurant up here. I think we're going to try and tie up and see if we can get something to eat. So very cool. We made it to the end that you can make it on the West Welland River. So interesting to see. All right, guys, we'll check in with you in a bit. All right, well, there we go. We started. That's a good sign. All right, guys, just finished a wonderful lunch. We were at Bridgewater Brewery. I had an amazing, I had a mushroom melt burger. I'm going to give it like a 9 out of 10. It was that good. So what we're going to do now is make our way back. The afternoon is getting on. Hopefully we'll run into some sun on our way back. It's kind of blue skies up there, but we're going to go back that way. Again, thanks to my buddy Nigel, as always, for coming out. So let's start making our way back up the river. You good, buddy? Northern exposure here. Look. Yeah, watch out. Tons of debris still down here. So we're just going to go under the bridge here. And this next little section has a lot of, we had noticed a lot of debris. So we're just gonna kind of go slow through here, make sure we get out of here safely. And then look, there's a huge log there, wood there, something in the water up ahead. So we're just gonna take it easy getting out of here and then open it up. Just have a nice rip back to the ramp and call it a day. So hope you guys have enjoyed the video so far, and we'll stick around to the end. All right, catch you guys in a bit. Alright guys, well we made it back, got the SeaDoos out of the water. Just an amazing, just fun run back. Just wanted to take our time and enjoy the ride back on the water there. So amazing day, a little bit of cloud, a little bit of sun, some wind. New place that we've never ridden before, Welland River, so that was pretty cool to see. Had some nice lunch. Always thank you to Nigel for coming out, appreciate it, buddy. Dressed like he's going on an Arctic adventure, but I mean, that's okay. I mean, but anyways, please check out his version of today. Always a great view to watch. Check out his ships videos and his ship videos and all that other wonderful stuff.
How you think they are, right? You think they're crap?
What? No, I'm plugging them.
You just said crap video, ship videos.
Ship.
Oh.
These British can't understand English, and they created it. I don't understand it. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Summer is hopefully showing up soon. It's June 1st, the day of recording this, so it'll probably be out the second week of June when you see this. But yeah, guys, we're hopefully going to get out, and I'm thinking I'm going to try for sometime late June, early July. Just the way the season's been, it hasn't been great. But meeting up with you guys and doing a ride. I think my buddy Nigel's going to join us as well again. Probably going to do Perry Sound, just because it's the easiest one to kind of give everyone a nice little ride to. But yeah, until then, guys, hopefully we'll get another video out soon, and we'll catch you in that next video. Till then, be safe on the water. Peace!